Controversial topic? Controversial topic. Yo, what's good? Welcome to Pimple Forehead, Pimple Cheek AZ, smoothest fingers in the gaming industry. We back in this motherfucker. We gonna get it to you in a humble and confident manner. But today, really, in all seriousness, I just want to say what's good. A lot of announcements pretty much going up on my channels across the spectrum. You got some stuff going on with Overwatch 2 that I'll be making. I want to talk about some stuff on that front and how it's doing, and just talk about a lot of people are playing it. I've been playing it, so I will put content out on the channel. Got some stuff on the comp channel going on with the new Valorant season. I've been playing a lot of Valorant, grinding, ranking up in that way. Am I enjoying it? As much as I can. I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with Valorant, and sometimes I don't think there's a way out of it. I really don't. The same since I'm enjoying COD Mobile, and that's what I really want to do in the future. But we'll get to all of that. But today's video is about Apex Legends. Now, I haven't played or made a video on Apex Legends in a while, other than Titanfall 3, the last video I made. And that's because simply, guys, in just the honest way, I'm tired of it. I've been playing this game for years upon years. I will eventually go back and play it and spend some time on it, but I need an incentive, a reason to do so. And with me not really focusing on coaching that much anymore, I don't have a reason to do that. So I haven't really been doing it as much. But with that also going into effect and me kind of stepping back from Apex, it doesn't mean I can't talk about it and I can't cover it, because you guys know me. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm an Apex, a Titanfall guru. You guys know the move. Today we're going to be talking about something that's very controversial in this gaming community. It's very controversial in the world. Who would have thought, that at the beginning of civilization, that the #1 thing that would really be breaking gamers up at this time, or not just gamers, but a lot of the community and the world itself, would be gender stuff. So obviously you guys know what I'm rocking with. I'm a Christian. I believe in Christian principles, but that does not stop me from understanding and looking at the other side. I want to preface this by saying I don't care what you identify as. If you want to be a wolf, you want to be an animal, I'm not saying it's right in my life, or that I would want to do it, or that I live by those principles, but I'm also going to state that I'm not going to sit here and ridicule you because you believe yourself to be something else. If you're a man and you believe you're a woman, you can be as crazy as you want in your own mind, as long as you're not affecting others. I really don't care. It has nothing to do with that. But if you're going to ask me what I believe and what I think, you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm going straight to that book. I'm whipping out that arm. But at the same time, we're playing video games, and that's what this video is about. That's what this channel is about. It's me about sharing the gospel and the light in video games. And the primary focal point of me doing this and making this channel and doing this way on this channel is to just say when there's bullshit going on in the gaming community. And this happens to be one of the biggest bullshits that I've seen in a while. Most of you guys who are familiar and come to this channel often are going to understand my Bloodhound main and what I said about Bloodhound in the past. Why do I need to know a character's gender in a video game that's a first-person shooter that is about military combat? Blows my mind. I could care less about their love relationship. I don't give a damn. It contributes nothing to me dropping, looting, shooting, and winning the game for my team and positioning myself. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't need to know who Bloodhound had sex with in his past life. I don't need to know the new character is apparently a man transgender woman, or whatever that's happened, whatever the story with the background is, or vice versa. I don't really care. It has nothing to do with the game. And this comes to this weird stuff that you just see slowly protruding throughout not just the gaming community, but across the spectrum. Why does everything have to be about sex? If it's a woman character, fine. If it's a male character, fine. If you're gonna make a story about characters, make a campaign. It's fine to have transgender ideas in gaming. Cyberpunk has them, but it fits the game. The game's a single player story. The lore is about that type of stuff. It fits the theme. Where in Apex or Titanfall did we care about when Jack Cooper or BT what sex they were? Nobody cared. We just wanted to play a good video game. We just wanted it to be good. Sure, if you're gonna make Apex Legends, have all these backgrounds and these characters have these backgrounds, can I please play a campaign with those characters? Can you go make a campaign? You know what I'm saying? Overwatch 2 is doing that. So if Overwatch 2 was to incorporate a transgender character, quote unquote, then they would have to inevitably make a story or a campaign so that I can understand what the lore is about the game and where it is. And I simply don't care. And I think it's pretty egregious to do that in Apex, because what's happening is we're seeing a fall from grace with Apex, but you're also seeing a rise in stupidity, and yeah, that's really what it is. I don't mean to be so blunt, I don't want to make it seem like I'm the person who labels things stupid and what's not stupid, because I do a lot of stupid things. I guess would also, make me be able to label them, because I understand what both sides of the spectrum is. What I'm essentially saying here is, why are we falling so far from what originally made Respawn and the story of Titanfall / Apex so great? It started off in Titanfall. You had the IMC versus the bad guys, or the bad guys and the good guys. You have the militia, you have the IMC. That's what we're here for. They got Titans, you got, you know, after the Titanfall stuff, you have Apex, the Apex games get started. We don't need to know everybody's lore, why they came to these games in that sense. And if you're going to tell the lore, you're going to tell this stuff about it, I want to have something that I can play. It's a video game. I'm not trying to have to read through all your stuff all the time when it doesn't contribute to the game. There is no gameplay loop where I literally will go look for something on the map like that. I get it. There's people out there. I get it. I understand. Cool, whatever. You want to add that backstory. I just think it's ridiculous. I really do. I just don't understand why we're focusing on the sex of the characters in a game that has really nothing to do with it. I don't need to know about those things in order to contribute in Apex Legends and enjoy myself or enjoy the game of Apex Legends. All right? I'm cool with having backstories. I get it. But I just never understood. The biggest hype that I seen on my Twitter feed was, oh my God, we have our first transgender character. Holy shit, guys, we have our first one. What is her abilities? Where did her abilities get from? How does she affect the game of Apex Legends? Is this going to change the meta of Apex Legends? Are we going to do this? Instead of us focusing on those things, and don't even get me started on the lack, and I won't even say lack, but the egregious monetization in Apex Legends. We're not addressing that. We're not talking about how the servers are still absolutely busted for private and public matchmaking. We're not going to talk about how we still don't have a permanent game mode that has us respawn or has us something with that. We're not going to talk about if there's a Titanfall 3 or how we can make Apex Legends a focal point for other video games. We're not going to talk about Respawn Entertainment and their step forward and all the other things. All we're talking about is the sex of a new legend, because that's the most important thing these people care about and that they give a damn about. Is truly the dumbest thing in my opinion. Just make the damn game good. We have bigger issues to attend to than whether or not this character is transgender or not. And again, I make this very, very clear. I don't care whether she is or not. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to spend my time tweeting about it. I'm not going to fight against it. It's not worth my time. Instead, I'm going to fight for something that is truly important to the community and is going to benefit the community. And that's whether or not the game is either good, the game is bad, and how the game can be improved. It's that simple, okay? It just makes no sense to me. And again, I know I'm going to get ridiculed for these things. I always get ridiculed for these things, baby. It's cool with me. It's cool with me. But at the end of the day, I hope you can see an opinion that I have, like I see an opinion of yours, and I hope we can come to an educated debate in the comment section, which we won't. You know, it never happens that way. But I'm going to still try, like I always do in every video. But that's just my take on it. I've seen the new legend. We're going to see how it plays out more as these leaks and stuff unveil. We talked about the Titanfall leaks. Now we're talking about the character leaks. I just don't see the necessity, you know, the word that I'm looking for there, to continue to be pushing this narrative. Leave it alone. Drop it, man. It's pointless. Can we talk about, please, can we please, for the love of goodness, talk about getting regeneration in Apex, the regeneration system from Titanfall? But, yep, you guys know, it's EA. You know how they're going to do it, right? They're just doing stuff just to get your money. If you guys think they're actually making this character to represent you, they're not. It's EA, guys. Anyways, thank you for coming to the video. Bless up. As always, God bless. I appreciate you. Love or hate, you know, you still came to the video and gave me some time. If you stayed all the way to the end, like I said, I hope we can come to an agreement that we come here for video games and the gameplay of the video games, and we want to see that improve first before we start going, I guess, political or general, whatever you want to call it. This is primarily about video games and how to make video games better and shine the light of the gospel through that as well. So thank you for coming to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll talk about some Overwatch and you guys can get my perspective on that. Oh, and by the way, I sort of joined this team called Psycho.